What's up, everybody? It's your favorite glutton for punishment's favorite nerd, and today we are looking at the Unique Toys Red Dasher. This is on loan to me from Scott M. I was talking to him about something unrelated, and he was like, look, I have this thing, but you've been getting beat up with hard transformations so much recently that I didn't even bother you with it. And I said, well, look, is this the Megatron tanker or is this Lockdown? And he was like, look, it's closer to Lockdown. And I was like, well, let's do it, bro. And here it sits. To the Patreon folks, sorry there's no first impressions. This came loose in a box and I didn't realize it, and I made the error of opening it. I could have repackaged it and pulled a okey doke on you guys for the sake of content, but we're not really lacking for content over on Patreon, are we? So I figured might as well continue the truth slogan. That being said, we're going to look at this guy, but in order to do so, we need to start with accessories. And we'll start with the arm blades. We have some really nice silver and gold accents. I'll do it better later. And they're painted throughout. We have two shades of silver. The gold is not my favorite color of gold, like hue, but looks good enough. They're sculpted nicely. And they simply peg into the side of his forearm here, and obviously you can have the blades go either way. Next, he has a set of two like claw hands with a wire framing with a translucent kind of thing around it to protect the wire. So I respect that. It's bendy wire, so you can get it to do whatever you'd like within reason. We have the claws up here that are painted silver, along with the bracelet here that's painted silver. That's not the cleanest, as a matter of fact, which is interesting, but it's fine. And then we have this red tab here. And once again, you want to utilize the same port that you did for the claws for the red tab for the extra hands. I think the car mode is great, right? We got rubber tires. The wheels are painted silver. The red is painted. The windows are, they are translucent, but it's a really dark, not very opaque translucent, which I think that works fine. The headlights look good with the translucent plastic over top. Front grille looks sharp with the silver line work. I think it looks good. I think the door's open too. Am I right about that? I'll mess with it for a bit after I get done. And underneath, you know, tons of robot parts, but I think overall it's fine. It still feels Bay-verse-ish to me. Like it feels like it would fit in that universe. So I don't have any complaints, man. I think it's a good looking car mode, and there it is next to Tiger Track. So all in all, pretty well done, I think. Let's get it transformed. So bring these pieces down. Bring this piece up and down. These two rear fender pieces here come up and spin around to kind of form almost a box. Oh God. Dude, living on the edge. Oh, he did tell me that there's a piece on here that is extremely compromised. So if that breaks on me, I haven't decided if I'm going to count it or not as a break. But okay, so there's that. And then this flips, this inverses and tabs back in. And then make sure that this tabs in properly. And then these pieces here come down. And I'm just going to make sure that this goes there. Next, we're going to free up the legs. So you can get these doors open if you'd like for car mode. They don't open a whole lot necessarily, but they do open. And then you want to bring down this entire section. It's mainly connected at the thigh, the upper thigh, and then down here at the foot. And you want to rotate them down, and we'll take a look at the legs independently. All right, we're gonna go step by step here. So toe, these toes separate. We're not separate completely, but slide out. You can bring this up and then spin the entire bit around there and then down. So same on this side. Heel, toe, separate, flip up, spin around, and I think this, okay, and then down and down. All right, thigh, well, actually this piece comes down in the back here. This piece comes up. This piece comes down. There's a piece inside here that will flip out. And that piece kind of tucks in. rotate the tire out, invert it, put it back. This piece doesn't want to stay in for me. And then bring this back and bring this back. And this, you have to make sure sits in these grooves here on the thigh. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to rotate this little piece down here on the heel. We're going to flip this piece up, this piece down. There's a hidden piece, like Drake's Hidden Kids. Just kidding, just kidding. And we'll tuck this one in. Well, just kidding for the daughter. The son ended up being real, didn't it? And then this tire comes down, spins around, and goes back. And then this sits up. All right, we're gonna get this next part ready before we try to make it work. So the key is down, 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 up, 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 down. Okay? So, 1, down, down, these pieces. Down, down, these pieces. Up, up, these pieces. Up, up, down. So down, 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 up, 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 down. All you 90s video game players will get it. So this is a little bit of the moment of truth step. So we're going to take the windshield, we're going to double hinge that down. And then we're going to take this section, peel it away from the arms, and bring this under. And then bring this whole section down. And on the opposite side here, the fender pieces will come around and latch on to the abdominal area. Really smooth, really smart, really well toleranced. Clearances are great, works fantastic. Rotate the doors or so that they are kind of facing outwards. Does that make sense? Like when you look at the front, you'll be able to see the doors. But just get them out of the way for now. We're going to rotate these arms down and then let them fall by his side. Extend the hands, orient them correctly. Bring this shoulder section around to fill out the back of the shoulder. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Rotate the arms around. Rotate the shoulder to complete the look. Extend the arms. Fix the hands. These pieces here fold in on the back behind the neck. And then the head rocks up on a double hinge and sits flush. Adjust your wings. Adjust your shoulders as you'd like. And he's done. A really outstanding transformation. Bravo. Well done. And we'll get in tight on the head sculpt for Dennis. And I mean, it's ugly, right? Face only your mother could love. Not your mother, but his mother. But it's also accurate, right? Fully painted with the silver details standing out nicely. No issues. The head is actually like it's basically acting as a universal joint, but it's double hinged at the neck. So you can get it all the way up. You know, you lose, obviously, aesthetic issues, but if you can hide it with a shoulder or something, you can get it all the way down, swivel, and no tilt. So I think that's fair overall. Let's look at the abdominal area first. So waist swivel, no issues there. Any ab crunch? No. But that's okay, given what this thing has done. We have the shoulders. The shoulders are pretty well articulated. You got a hinge up and down. You've got a hinge in and out for a butterfly. You've got an additional hinge up and down. So using both, you can get the arm all the way up. Butterfly almost all the way forward. 360 degrees around. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow. That gets you the full range. Let's see what else. Wrist swivel. Thumb on a ball peg that comes out to a secondary hinge. Fingers on a base pen knuckle. I mean, it's outstanding. Silver paint, red paint, outstanding. This does everything that a figure should do. This has a chance to be in my top 5 conversation for the year. And you know, I hate these designs. I think it's awful. Oh, wrist hinge in and out. Let us not forget. Same for the other side. Nice detailings here on the chest with the silver and then the translucent highlights. Look great. Same for the pelvis. No issues. Let's get the arms out of the way, shall we? Back out. Take a look at the whole figure. Universals for hips. You got these armaments. You can, I guess. Can you move this out of the way? You can. And if you got to deal with that, I don't know. We'll do one with and one without. So, okay, let's not get too carried away, Big Bose. With a little angle, it's there. With no angle, much more limited. And then with adjusting the flap, you get the full range. So you can probably cheat it for whatever you'd need for a pose or what have you. But I'm not sure we can give him the full Van Damme and the full Monty. Actually, just the full Van Damme. He gets the full Monty. While we're here, let's look at these. Like these little silver and gold highlights along with some silver kind of accents along the way. Looks fantastic. The universal joint's actually really well designed too. Like the hinge out, if you can see how it's built. Let me see if I can zoom in there for a minute. The centerpiece, and it acts almost like a disc hinge on like a Marvel Legend. It's pretty clever stuff. Okay, thigh swivel. And then we have a double jointed knee with a knee pad that moves independently that tries its best to cover down the joint. It's not perfect, but it gives it an effort. It makes an attempt. It doesn't not care. Not lost on me. Okay, ankles. Ankle tilt up, ankle tilt down with a rocker. Extra heel support if you need it. This is a knockout figure. The butt plate is my only issue. Has a tendency to kind of pop out. But there's even the back is fully decoed with like the engine components, seemingly. Do you know what I mean? Knockout figure. Amazing. Amazing. For a size comparison, I don't have anything that necessarily makes sense, nor do I want to, but there he is next to a Carbot. So the Carbot, the head of the Carbot kind of comes up to the top chest line of the Bayverse bot, and I think that's on brand because they tend to be a bit bigger, right? So probably well done. Final thoughts-wise, we'll start with the negatives. The butt plate doesn't tab in securely to the butt. It's fine, but it could be better. Also, those pieces, the one that like spun out on me, do have a couple stress marks on them from spinning around that mushroom peg. And are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? That's it. Those are my 2 complaints. It'd be nice to have an ab crunch, but I don't really feel like the figure suffers for it all that much. Those are my only complaints. Moving on to the positives, where do I begin? Let's start with the accessories once again. So he's got 2 sets of accessories. It's not overload, but it's enough to get you whatever you'd want from the kind of movies or whatever. 2 sets of blades, 2 sets of the extra arms. They both integrate well. They don't integrate into alt mode, but who really cares? Let's move on to the car. Car's clean, looks good. The red paint pops. The translucent windows aren't too translucent. Nice accents for the headlights, wheels, etc., etc. Rubber tires, all work well. Move on to transformation. Bloody brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Best transformation of the year, hands down, no questions asked. It's smooth, it's thoughtful, it's fun, it's intuitive, it's rewarding, it's sophisticated but not frustrating, it's complicated but not aggravating, it's really well done. Robot mode looks the part sculpt-wise, tons of extra little paint accents along the way, to include the engine that's painted on his back for no reason but looks great, the inside of the thighs that are painted, the articulation out the wazoo, double jointed knees, double jointed elbows, triple jointed shoulders, wrist hinges and swivels, ankle tilts up, down, and rockers, good feeling materials, well built, absolute knockout of a figure. Knockout. Strong, strong, strong recommend from me if you're at all interested in this franchise, this universe, or Transformer toys. If you don't care about the line you collect, you just want cool Transformer toys, also a strong recommend. Absolutely fantastic. Bravo, Unique Toys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.